Welcome to Ezisolution Systems. Ezi-solution.com is authorized representative of Ezisolution Systems. And in this daily training today, I want to bring to you how to handle sales return. This daily sales return is actually a training I did when the company contacted me on how to handle sales return. Then I decided to record this particular sales return because I discovered many people are making mistakes how to handle sales return. More especially when you are running a full account using Retailman or using any of our packages. So this very training will explain to you how to handle sales return. And when you handle the sales return, then how you can do it and it will affect your account. Then the account of that day or the account of that staff will actually balance for that day. That is this training. So I'm going to attach the training I did after this a brief explanation. And don't forget to buy a license from Ezi-solution.com. And I want you to know, whenever you buy a license from us, we will continue to attend to you anytime, any day. You contact us. We have set up teams of customer care who will be there for you to answer your questions. And we make sure that we attend to you. And if it's something that we need someone to send to your location, we will send the person to your location. We have different people, different resellers in different places. Even if in your own country and it's become a mandatory that you need someone else to come to your place, we can have someone that is a reseller with us, which we are still going to send to you. So thank you very much, and do check out the training. This very training is actually the sales return that is being done in supermarket. And we have different type of sales return in our systems, different method of sales return. But this very particular training on this sales return is when you do a sales return on a business you did not create the customer's name. You did not use a customer's name. You just sell it direct, just like the way the supermarket make their sales. Majority of the supermarket don't need to enter customer's name when the customer comes to buy something. So this particular sales return is when you are handling the sales return that the customer's name is not created, and you are still running full account and you want the account of the day to balance. This is the particular sales return. Because in this sales return, the account of the day will balance. Not only the stock will balance because the goods will reverse back. And when the goods reverse back, then the same account, the monetary aspect of it will also be affected. We balance the account. That is the particular sales return I am teaching now. So let's go ahead on the sales. Let's go ahead on my training with them. Thank you. The best thing to do is this. To handle your sales return, first of all, you need to, that means there is an invoice. There is sales already. And that sales that is made have an invoice number. So all you need to do is to come to the sales page, even though the sales is being made from the POS interface. The sales is being made here and the invoice number is out. So, and the customer comes back with his invoice. Then all you need to do, go to sales, then go to invoice/quotation, then here type the invoice number that the person is returning. Type the particular invoice number now. Now, this is particular invoice that we want to reverse. This particular invoice, because it's a supermarket, you did not write customer's name. So the sales is being done under the cash sales. So, and we want to reverse this. So the only way to reverse this is that the invoice is out. You just click on the particular invoice. You scroll down to copy as credit note. When you click on copy as credit note, you click enter 2 times. What happened now is that the system have automatically copied the invoice into the credit note, which is the credit note means the sales return. So this sales return is what you just did now. So everything, instead of you begin to type it one by one, you copy everything that is on invoice to here. So what you need to do now is to delete the items that you are not returning. The only one that you are going to leave here should be the one you are returning. So which one are we returning?
Yeah, the last one.
Is the one we are returning. So since it's the last one we are returning, what we need to do is that my custom is already on the part number. You are going to click delete. Delete, that is on your keyboard. There is a button called delete. Once your part number is highlighted, you click on delete. It will wipe that particular line. Then you go back again, use arrow down to go down to the next one here. So you'll be deleting them now. So you are removing the ones that you are not returning. Then the only one you are returning is what will remain here. Now, you are done removing everything, then it remains only the one you are returning. Don't mind all these spaces that is here. By the time you save this, the system will automatically adjust it to go and be on top. It will not be done. So what you now need to do is this. If it's where you are running full account and you want the account to balance, there are 2 ways to do this. The 2 ways to do this is this. You need to pay this invoice. You need to pay this particular invoice. Remember, here you are returning this as cash sales. It is not where you created a customer's name. If it's where you created a customer's name, there is another way to handle that, which is still the same way, but where to reconcile it is easier. That means I can save this one on pay. Then now put the same customer name and write invoice again that you want to write and save it as on pay. Then now go to payment receipt to reconcile that. That is when you use a customer's name. But when you don't use a customer's name, the simplest and the easiest way to handle this is just to do this. Click pay. You have to pay this and you must pay it as cash. Are you listening? The return have to be cash sales. You save it as cash, meaning you have paid this as cash. When you pay this as cash, then you can now print this or save it, whichever one we are doing. It's asking for customer's name. Let me put my own. Now, staff name. Now, this return is already done. I want to explain what happened here. Let's go to that product so that you see what happened. I scroll this down to bring it again. This is the product we return. You can see that it doesn't come and stay down. It's now up. I want to show you something so that you can see that the sales return that happened. I remove one part number to call it up like this. So that is the product. Look at the history of this particular product. You will see there is a sales return made. Do you understand that? It was returned on invoice number, return number 40. Then you can see that the quantity is added back to the stock. The one sales is on minus sign. Now, when we go to sales payment report, you will discover that in the cash they sold today, automatically the cash of today have minus a particular amount. It minus 8,800 in the sales of today. Because I'm using your account to do this, and I'm not going to view the sales payment report here, because if I view it, it's going to show all the sales that you have made today. So I'm not going to do that. So, but when you go through this sales payment report, you will discover that the sales of today reverse this particular amount. Are you getting? It will reverse in the today's amount exactly the figure. So if I put this now, which I will not view the screen, if I have put here and put here and screen, you will see there is a reversal of 8,800, as if you will balance the customer 8,800. That is what happened. And the goods return back to you. Now that goods that return back to you, and the payment is as if you give to the person, but you did not give the person the money, because the person, since you don't give cash, the person is going to use that particular money to buy another thing. Is it not?
Yes.
Now, in the sales of today, there is already minus 8,800. Actually, by the time I want to save this, there is something I want you to know. During that time I was saving this, the customer name that's supposed to be here is the name of the staff that is going to attend to that customer. Whatever the customer is going to buy new is the name, not the name of who attended before. Is the name of the person that is going to attend the new person. That is what the person want to buy that time.
Okay.
I don't know whether you're getting me.
It's not the same person that attended the person.
Yes, now because the person that is sold, maybe this goods was sold 2 days back, and it is not the same staff that is on duty now. It's another staff that want to attend to the person on what the person want to exchange it for. So this return will be made on the name of the person that will issue the new invoice, or what the person is speaking.
That's good.
Very clear, ba? So now, if we have done that and saved this, so it means that the sales that particular staff have made today will automatically have reduced in the cash of that particular person 8,800. Then now the person will tell the person to go and now meet the particular staff, and the person, and they will not go there to sell what they want to sell. I mean, whatever the person want to pick now, he can now pick. If the person pick an item of 10,000, let's say the person now come and pick an item of 10,000. Let me look for an item. Okay, let me use this particular item. I'm using this particular item now, and this customer is picking this item 3, which is 12,000 naira. How much? Now, when the person want to pay for this, mandatory, how much is the return? 8,800, right? You must pay the 8,800 cash. If we pay this 8,800 cash, what will happen now? It will go and replace the minus 8,800. Are you getting me? Now, when you go to that minus 8,800, which is the return, remove the 8,800. Now, this one will go and replace it. The cash of that person will balance back again. So, however the person is paying this balance, he can pay it. Now, this 3,200. If he's giving us this balance by money point, in this money, we will pay this money, however he's paying it. However the person is paying it, you will pay this. Now, in the account of that person, when that person is balancing account, you will see that because we have already go to the cash of that person before and remove 8,800, then this one will replace it again. There will not be anything in money. So minus 8,800 and this one plus 8,800 equals to 0. So that means the person did not collect this 8,800 naira. So the only POS the person will be presenting that day will be only this thing. In the balance of that person, we balance.
Yes, but that's true.
You understand it now? He will balance.
Yeah, I understand.
Except the person is giving this 3,200 cash. Even though the person want to give the 3,200 cash. So it means that you are going to pay everything like this. Then the minus 8,800 we still occur is 3,000 something that will go into the account of that day. Do you understand now? So this is the pattern to handle sales return in a supermarket environment or in a business that you don't create customer's name. When it's in a business, you create a customer's name, you see the same similar thing, but there is another method. You can save them as credit and go to sales payment receipt to reconcile them.
So, the situation whereby the staff that is supposed to be the return is not on Tuesday, how are we going to treat it? We'll wait for the staff to come.
Yeah, if you want us to give access to up to 2 different staffs that will handle sales return, then they can give their access. Do you understand? Now, you as the head of finance, my own is that you can see every return that is done every day. So now, if you now want to view all the report of the return that is done, it's very simple. You go here, sales. You go to invoice list report. Then now, if it's you want to select the particular location, you select particular location. But if you leave it empty, you report all your branches. So here now you change it. Once you select credit note here, it means that the sales return is what you want to view. So now I'm viewing the return we have done today. Then this is the return of today. It will show there.
Okay.
So you'll be able to see the return that is made. And that's why I said that it's something that the office will run it. All you need to do to give a particular person access that can be doing the return. Then the person that will authorize, your GM will authorize it. When you authorize, the person go and return. So you now as the head of finance, this document that the GM authorized, that authorize the person to do this return, will be presented to you.
Okay. And sir, also this deposit, if they are pulling it out, I'm seeing a number. If the deposit sports deposit is, how will I check that one?
The deposit is also here. You change this into sales deposit. You can view the report of sales deposit.
Okay.
Then if it's sales we are talking about, you view the sales report here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
What about if it's a purchase deposit?
Purchase deposit. Purchase deposit, that means you deposit money to your supplier, then you can come here, you see the same page.
Okay.
Then you change this again, select the particular location that did the deposit. Then you come over here, then you click purchase deposit.
Purchase deposit. Okay.
Then if it's a purchase return, then you select the purchase return.
Okay.
Then you select the branch, the particular location that did it. If you did not select it, it will report all your locations.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, do have a great day. Bye.